Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to welcome and thank Dr. Kevin on his willingness to accept our invitation, which we know that he is very busy, but when we met for the first time at QS Bali, we have shared with him our aspiration and belief that we want to be among the best universities in the world. And he says, you are one of those who can really achieve those things if you really work hard. What we have today, or what we are trying to achieve today, is very much depending on our vision and mission statements. In the vision and mission statements, as you can see on the slides there, very clearly stated that to become an eminent management university. This is such a very big, very challenging statements. At the same time, we are striving very hard to be a consistently preeminent center of academic excellence in teaching and learning, research, consultancy and publication in the field of management, and at the same time to bring forth highly competent human capital that is committed to serving the development of the nation and all humanity. We have developed our own strategic plan, and our strategic plan very much emphasizing on 5 core strategies. Those are to develop excellent graduate activities, to develop holistic students, enhancement of international and academic activities, sustainable financial resources, as well as human resource and talent developments.
On behalf of University of Utara Malaysia, of course, first of all, I would like to welcome Dr. Kevin J. Downing, the Director of Institutional Research and Academic Planning, Office of the Provost, City University of Hong Kong. Please accept our deep gratitude and appreciation, Dr. Downing, for your kind gesture in taking time off from a hectic schedule. We believe you've been globetrotting since the beginning of 2013. So to make some time off to attend to this session today is much appreciated by us all. I'm also fully aware that to be listed in the QS ranking is not an easy task. And it's certainly a very challenging mission when we set our goal to be listed in QS Top 100 World University Rankings by 2025. I think half of this room will not be around. Definitely I won't be around, but at least people will remember us for what we have done, we set forth for the university. Like we mentioned by Dr. Haim just now, we want to remain referred, respected. Of course, you have to be relevant in the first place. However, I believe if we plan, execute, and monitor our strategies thoroughly, we will be able to achieve this so-called big, hairy, audacious goal. To allude to the high-impact business strategy statement proposed by James Collins and also Jared Horace in 1994 book entitled Built to Last: Successful Habits of Visionary Companies. In other words, nothing is impossible. And from the look of the audience this morning, I'm very positive. Masih ceria. You're still positive. You are with us, behind us, together with this, gather our energy, together with this agenda.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kevin Downing.
But first I have to tell you a little bit about the rankings. And actually, contrary to what was said earlier, I'm not just here about the QS rankings, because from 2004 I've made a study of all of the big 3 ranking areas. The one on the left is the Shanghai Jiao Tong World Ranking. It's called the Academic Ranking of World Universities. The one in the middle is the QS World University Rankings. And the one on the end is the new one, the Times Higher, which started in 2009. So if we look at this, the chart on the left, this was the oldest, Shanghai Jiao Tong. It was established in 2003. All of the criteria around the pie chart are research oriented. There's no measure of learning and teaching, there's no measure of what employers think. Academics usually like the Shanghai Jiao Tong, but I can tell you one disadvantage with it. I did a Kendall's W, statisticians here will know what I'm talking about. It's a concordance analysis. It yields a score from 0 to 1. I did a Kendall's W for 5 years on the top 100 universities in Shanghai Jiao Tong to see how much movement there was in and out of the top 100. A score of 1 is no movement at all. In other words, it's a bit like a Premier League where Manchester United's always first, Tottenham Hotspur's fifth, you know, that sort of thing. Okay? QS. This is the one that I think suits young universities best. Why? Well, because most of our students actually leave after doing their undergraduate degrees. Most of them go out to work. And QS is the only one that has an employer review criteria, the 10% you see there. It's a 3-year composite score. They send out to about 30,000 employers around the world and the region. You can submit a list of up to 200. And they ask them what they think of your students. I think that's important because most of the kids that we teach want to go out. They're going to be the professionals in our communities of the future. Academic peer review. The Times has just issued a reputational survey. This is basically the same thing. How many of you can name your top 15 universities in the world in your discipline? Probably most of us can name 7 or 8. They ask you to list 30 in rank order. So right now I've got on my email inbox, because I'm a peer reviewer, something saying, fill in this questionnaire, it'll take you 20 minutes. It takes about 30 minutes actually. But what is your discipline? Where are you from? List your top 30 universities in the world in that discipline. I run out. After 7, I can think of the top 7 in the world.